All right. So I really these are the two guys that I'm really nervous about, honestly. Because Anthony Richardson, I watched him play, and I know these quarterbacks really well. I watched every snap of them last year, covering the SEC. So it's not just throwing this out of here, out of anywhere, just making it up out of air. Um, they both have so much upside. Anthony Richardson even more upside, and he's 2 years younger. So if you're going on purely just upside, would you not take Anthony Richardson as well, who's faster, probably the same type of arm? But when I watch Will Levis play, man, Will Levis can make throws that like nobody else makes. And he does it effortlessly in some of the windows and some of the throws he makes. But in some of those same throws and some of these same windows, you're like, why are you throwing that ball? That is such a bad decision. And so his arm sometimes gets him in trouble. And I know everybody says the offensive line and it was, man, he just turns the football over so much at times. And I don't like that about him. It reminds me of Sam Darnold, where when I looked at Sam Darnold coming out, I said, you know what? I know he turned the ball over a lot in college the last year or so, but he'll get in the NFL, he'll clean it up because he's got so much talent. And man, and that's why it's so important. And not saying Sam Darnold still isn't super talented. I watched him here in Carolina last year. He's uberly talented, but if you don't go in the right situation early, you don't have the right amount of success for the right people around you to kind of teach you and help you learn the game and be successful. Man, it's just so hard to be burned out. They'll throw you out. Next thing you know, you're on the waiver wire. You're bouncing around. You don't have your feet underneath you. If things just don't go right, that's my biggest concern with Will Levis going to number 2 overall is will the system fit him and will it be uh, the right situation for him to be successful, or would they force him into playing early? He doesn't play well, and now he's just a burnout and considered another quarterback bust that goes way too early in the first round. Anthony Richardson, if he goes in the top 5 where everybody's saying he's going to go, which I mean, if you're going to take a flyer on any type of quarterback, I mean, he's a really good flyer to take it on just because he has the arm strength. He looks like a creative player on Madden, and he can throw the ball a mile. He's faster than most players on the field at all times. He's just got to be able to learn how to continue to read defenses, see and play with if he can play the game, the quarterback game, which is reading it, understanding it, as fast as he runs when he's playing the game, then you're going to have a really, really special player. And the way offenses are built, and everybody's going to try and compare him to, all these other quarterbacks. And I think he is a little bit more unique because you can't compare him to Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts balled throwing the football in college multiple years. And so it's just not that same. I know, oh, well, Jalen Hurts can continue to learn and develop, but they're just not the same to me. And it's just really hard to even give you a comp on when I watch Anthony Richardson because his ceiling is way above everybody else's. Look, man, I got a nice house and I only got 10-foot ceilings on the first floor. He's like 15, 20-foot ceilings, like all over the place. He's high ceiling. But man, I just don't know if he's ever going to achieve those because he is exactly the worst compliment that a lot of people use in given sports. And I don't like using it, but he's got so much potential.